This is Sheeba.
And this is Shaheed.
Oh, hey there. Thanks for coming. Let me give you a tour. Just follow me. Actually, let's go this way. So, this is kind of been a long time coming. Sheeba?
Yes.
I was just saying this has been a long time coming.
Yes.
And we did it all for them, for these guys.
I know, I can't believe we actually put off organizing our house up until this last weekend.
What were you
last
talking
week.
about? Were you talking about the babies or the viewers?
I was just talking about setting up for us.
Yeah. Well, I was talking about setting up the house and who we did it for.
Yes. It was
And
definitely for the babies.
Definitely for the babies,
Yeah.
but a little bit for us because we were going crazy in our own mess.
Yep.
And we know there's another mess to come. And we would go even crazier. But also for you guys, because now you can finally join our horse swarming.
Oh yeah.
So we're at the top of the stairs. If you just take a quick look down there, where I came from, that's the entrance. And it's pretty boring. Back at the top of the stairs, behind us, the pantry. And Sheba's proud of that pantry.
I am. I'm pretty proud of it.
Okay.
So once you go past the pantry, you see our dining area. We promise we use it sometimes. Just sometimes.
Well, we've used it a handful of times, and then it's been, the word we've been using is war zone lately.
Yeah. Today's the first day I can actually see the table in a while. But that's okay because being pregnant, I've had to put my feet up, so the couch was a great option. So here's our formal dining space. And I want to point out the feature wall.
You're pointing right at it.
I love that wall. It's nice and dark and elegant. And soon, well, I don't know about soon, but eventually we'll be covered in family pictures.
Okay, right behind you.
Right behind me is the powder room. Very important after my C-section because then I can come down here and go to the bathroom when I need to go instead of being locked up in my room.
So you can stay down here all day, is that what you're trying to say?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, we don't really need to show much washroom.
Ooh.
Okay, that's probably enough. And as we swing around back this way, you see the kitchen right next to the dining room, and the kitchen is clean for once in a lifetime. And that's because there's no food left in the house. Anyways, here's this beautiful island of ours, which wasn't necessarily going to be here. There was supposed to be a wall, like we talked about if you've seen any of our other videos, kind of right here, right next to the fridge. It was supposed to come up all the way till here. But we decided against that, and now it's nice and open.
Yes. And I really like the position of our kitchen because it separates the dining area from the living room space. So we wouldn't take food that way, but hasn't worked out so far.
Okay, keep going. Oh, I love this part. Ooh, dun 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 dun. So that part has also been a long time coming, like the rest of this, but it was a mess, and where the office was gonna go changed about 10 times before we finally decided on this spot right here in between the kitchen and the living room. And it's been working out okay so far, but it's working out even better since the LED lights went up.
I'm proud of the pantry, but you're proud of this.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's comfortable. The new computer, the new monitor, LED lights, and then hard drives, hard drives, hard drives, and more hard drives.
This has to be the best part of our house. It's now being baby-proofed, so it will definitely be the best part of the house because the babies will spend time here. But I love our huge couch. And now the newest addition we just set up today.
The pack and play. What's funny about the pack and play is it's like the first baby thing we bought months ago and the last thing we've set up
Yeah.
literally less than 12 hours before the C-section.
Yeah.
But it is one of the most important, and like you said, you're gonna come down here ideally in the morning and then stay here until you have to go back
at the end of the day.
Upstairs for nighttime, so the boys can sleep here.
We can all take naps at the same time.
And you can pee there and they can pee on themselves.
Yes.
I mean, pee in the powder room and they can pee on themselves.
In the diaper.
In the diaper.
Yeah. Speaking of peeing and diapers, there's our diaper station. And most importantly, the diaper genie, where we're going to trap their stinky diapers. So
Ooh, I'm also proud of what's behind you.
House.
We bought this a while ago before we moved here, but this is the entertainment spot. Actually, why don't you take a seat with us here? Just check out the view, put your feet up. Ah, yes. Nice.
You gotta go first.
I might beat Sheba up the stairs.
Can't
catch me, can't catch me. Ooh, more stairs. Right there.
Right there.
Catch your breath. Ooh, it's nice and bright up here.
Well, this way to your right is our master bedroom.
This is where the masters live. So there's the king size bed. We used to have a dresser, but now we have these. More bassinets, all ready to go for our new house guests. Who are we kidding? It's gonna be their house, not ours.
We're the guests.
Yeah, we're the guests. Okay, and as we go this way, past the bed, you have the closets right here. Into the bathroom we go.
Do a 360.
There's me. There's the shower. There's the shower again.
I joked really early on in our home video, when we weren't quite built yet, that both of these were going to be my closets, but that didn't end up happening.
Still might.
It's only this one.
Okay, let's keep going.
Impromptu spot for our dresser because the bassinets took up all the room in our room.
So yeah, dresser. Matches everything else.
We'll stop here. Guest bathroom on one side.
Simple stuff. That's where I cut my hair.
Washer dryer on the other side.
Simple stuff. That's where I wash my hair. I mean, no.
I think in preparation for these babies, we did 7 loads over 2 days.
At least.
At least.
Guest bedroom. I guess self-explanatory. Running out of space, so drying rack. This was also an option for my office to start, but we're gonna need this guest bed for a little while, so office doesn't fit, but part of it does.
So now if you're going to offer babysitting services, we have a room for you to stay.
That's right, open that closet behind you, or cupboard, or it's actually a pantry, but that's where my camera goodies. Actually, maybe we shouldn't show this on camera. Too late, ooh, Okay, last but not least, we go next door to the guest bedroom and into the nursery, which you guys have all seen before. Well, maybe you have, maybe you haven't, but here it is. And if we keep turning around, so those are the cribs back there. And we keep turning. There's a chair in the middle. And there's a little shelf. And a change table. And a little fox. We end up in the nursery, and fittingly, because it is the end of, I like to call it Act 1 of our lives. And we head into Act 2, which is the baby part. Or really, it's from baby to when they leave the nest, which for us was pretty much 30 years old. So it's the next 30 years of our life. That's Act 2.
Long time.
Less than 12 hours to go until the C-section.
Yeah, I think it's pretty late already. And I don't know, it still hasn't quite hit me that in less than 12 hours we are going to have 2 new people in our lives.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, and I think I mentioned best laid plans a couple times in the last couple of videos. And the plan for today was to take it easy. I mean, the plan for the last couple weeks was to take it easy, to be done all this 2 weeks ago. Didn't work. Then it went to a week ago. Didn't work. And then it went to Wednesday, Thursday we were going to relax. And that didn't work. And then Thursday we just wanted to relax. And today was, for me, it was the worst day of all. And I had a really tough time because there was so much left to do. And we really didn't want to leave it until after. And we kind of got, I feel like we kind of got tricked into having this C-section date, and we had this date that we had to get everything done by, whereas sometimes people are just surprised and they have no choice but to not be ready. But we had this option of being ready, and I feel like that kind of put a lot of pressure on us, and I felt that pressure today for sure.
I'm just gonna backtrack you for a second and go ready.
Right, yeah.
Because all this organization, I think it's given us a false sense of readiness, because I don't think either of us can really anticipate what life is gonna be like with these new little guys.
No, but I think that's the reason, for me at least, that I wanted to get everything as much as possible out of the way so that we can just focus on that and really, I mean, for me, that work and, you know, making these videos, those are the three things that I just kind of want to focus on for the next year, and not have any distractions of like having to put up the shelving and like build this, build that, clean the garage, and like that. All that stuff's gonna come over time, but if we could have got rid of it before now, then, and even this nursery, we're probably not going to use it for 3 months, but I don't know how we're going to find time to do it. And people do, but we had that date, so felt like we could get it all done before, and we did, but sort of at the expense of my sanity today, that's for sure.
Yeah. I think getting the stuff ready, I guess a lot of people call it nesting, where you're just really into organizing and prepping for the babies, that kind of gets you into it, into the idea of having babies, and that 9 months isn't 9 months anymore, it's tomorrow.
Yeah, and also it got me ready for just exactly what those next whatever years are going to feel like, and that you don't have a lot of time to do anything and everything that you want. All I wanted to do was relax for the last couple days and watch a movie so we can get in the right mindset of just being calm before the storm. And there was no moment of relaxation except for a couple pockets here and there, which were nice, but that's all we're gonna get, I think, and that's what everyone says. And so maybe the universe, as much as I wanted something to happen a certain way, was trying to get me ready for what's to come here.
I think everyone we've known, and their moms, and their dads, and their dog walkers have told us, rest as much as you can in these last couple weeks before the babies, and it's been impossible.
It's been impossible. It's been completely impossible. And to that end, I was at the doctor today. After everything I just said, I was also at the doctor today treating a throat infection, and scared, really, if you followed me on Twitter, a little scared that I won't be able to get close to the babies tomorrow because of that throat infection. I was hoping I didn't actually need antibiotics and it was just fine, but I do have this little infection. I just got to be careful, but it's not airborne transmission, so hopefully it's safe. But I mean, that's the toll that the last couple weeks has taken on us, but it'll all be worth it, I'm sure. And speaking of that, I guess, what are your last thoughts? Like, these are kind of the last moments we have together alone.
I'm gonna say, not related to the boys actually coming tomorrow, but I hope I can sleep tonight, because it is a very big day tomorrow, but I'm not counting on it. But I'm nervous. I'm so excited. I don't know. I can't even express maybe the amount of love I think I'm gonna feel. Oh, maybe I can.
Yeah, you don't have to try.
Yeah.
For me, it's kind of a whole lot of things, but it really comes down to really just being the person that I think I am inside. I haven't always been able to express myself and what I feel inside on the outside, and that comes to like my relationship with you. And even today's an example of that, where I'm a little anxious and stressed, and you kind of take the brunt of that, and that's not fair, and that won't fly in front of our kids, because that's setting an example I don't want to set. And then also just other relationships, like relationships with my parents and relationships with my brother. And like, I don't think my relationships have been as wholesome and complete as I want them to be, and I think I'm at as much at fault as anyone is for that. So if I want to set a good example, and if I want to have kids that have those wholesome relationships, I have to practice what I preach, and I think I'm up for the challenge. I know that when I have had responsibility of kids in the past, like babysitting or just setting an example, that's sort of been the easiest thing for me. I mean, finding my way through life in other areas has been difficult, but I feel like I'm made for what's to come.
I'm just ready. And in our last effort to preserve life before the babies, I think we need to do a belly shot because this won't be here tomorrow.
Actually, if you're watching this, it is tomorrow, and this likely will be gone by now. I mean, not gone, just displaced.
Smaller.
Displaced. This will be displaced to there, and this, let's take a look.
Might be a little saggy, but not as round.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Look at that.
See you guys tomorrow. Can't wait to meet you.
Bye.
Love you guys.